There are two women in my life in particular that have been really shaping. And what's interesting is neither one of them sat me down across from a table and went through a book with me, and we didn't go through a curriculum or a Bible study. It was really women that I watched their lives. And that's really shaped, I think, how I've thought about mentorship as well. The first was a lady named Toni Peeler. She just passed away this past year, actually. Sunday school teacher of mine from the time I was in 9th grade and through high school. And I had so many questions about the Word. I was hungry. I wanted to know every answer there was to know about the Bible. And she stayed after every Sunday school class and talked with me. She was late to service herself to stay and answer my questions and fuel that desire. And just that modeled for me was a kind gift of God. And as a graduation gift from high school, she bought me a very early edition of Logos software. It was one of the first ones that was out, and just to send me off to college with something to dig in more on my own. And when I think about her influence on my life, I don't think about even the specifics of what she taught me, but seeing her love for the Word and her take the time to pour into me. And then, of course, out of the corner of my eye, watching her interact with her own kids and her husband and friends in the church, that really ministered to me. Another woman is a friend of mine named Crystal, a mother of 6. And the contentedness that woman lived her life is something that really shaped me. The contentedness to submit to her husband, to love her kids, to be okay to say no to things that she wasn't able to do. Again, nothing that she did or she didn't teach me anything that was profound in words, but the way that she lived was shaping to how I wanted to live my own life and modeled for me what I see a lot of in Titus 2. She didn't sit down and exegete the passage for me, but she walked it out in front of me and gave me some visuals for what that could look like in my own life. And that's something that I won't forget. And now it's changed my own perspective on mentorship and discipleship. My husband and I are the leaders of our college home group through our church. So we have a lot of college students in and out of our life on a weekly basis, a daily basis, and they're very hungry spiritually. And the primary thing we get asked is to sit across the table with them and teach them. And I think it's been really a grace that the women in my life that have been most influential were the ones that didn't do that lived with me, that let me into their lives. And so that has now been something that I am excited that I have the opportunity to do, is when a girl will come and ask to be mentored. And I even get the request of what book should we study, what should we do, that instead my response will be, well, would you like to come with me to the grocery store this Thursday? And you can help me with my kids, and we can compare prices, and we can talk while we're shopping, and usually that's not what they want. And what's funny is that's not what I wanted either. I was hungry to be taught these specific things, and instead was met with life. And that became something that I realize now is way more valuable, to have that experience and to walk alongside. So it's been really a neat privilege for us to walk that out in our local church.